Hello friends, welcome to TMXing Adventures. Lisa here. Today I'm going to share with you a drink that you need to have this summer if you drink coffee. If you don't drink coffee, I'm going to tell you how you can do it with chocolate, so don't look away yet. And regardless of what model, this is for you. You can do this. Now I have got a recipe on the screen which is actually the inspiration for this. However, it's not what I'm making today, okay? But if you're looking for something that is just fresh and just, I don't know, like perfect for this really hot weather we're starting to have, that's for you if you drink coffee. Okay, now you can do that one with chocolate as well, but today's one, let me show you how, and then you'll kind of get the gist of how you can do this one as well. Now this one is very much like a soft serve. I've seen the craze going around lately where people are going and buying this machine that does soft serve. You don't need another thing on your bench when you've got a Thermomix. The Thermomix will do that for you. It does take a little bit of planning, okay? I will be the first to say that you need to plan ahead, but once you've got yourself in a bit of a rhythm, it's easy. So my rhythm is I regularly have frozen in an ice cube tray milk, okay? It can be used for various things, but I had it frozen, and I've got 2 of these trays for this recipe, okay, with my intent to make this. However, you might remember a few days ago, I made this. So guess what I'm doing today? I'm not going to follow that recipe, which was the initial plan. I'm going to use this instead because it's already pre-made up and ready to go. And if you're not sure what this is, go back to Thursday? And check out the coffee syrup recipe that I talked about the other day. So I'm going to do something really simple. Now, if you are making these drinks for your family or your loved one, I have a bit of a shortcut for you. So first thing you're going to do is, and mine's not going to be as ice creamy as that, okay, intentionally, because I find it really hard to eat those ones. Just personal preference. But if you want something that's like a soft serve ice cream, that recipe with, and it's purely got coffee, like instant coffee, sugar, and frozen milk. So you can imagine the texture you're ending up with because it's got the frozen milk, but it's got nothing else in it. By the way, if you're watching on, say hi. If you have someone in your life who has a Thermomix who buys frappes through the drive-through of certain chains or whatever, they need to know that they can save themselves so much money making it in their Thermomix. Like seriously, it costs like, what, $8-9 to buy a coffee frappe on the way home in the car, right? Well, for the price of freezing some ice in a milk tray the night before, and just have it in there. Like literally, I leave this in the freezer. By the way, 1 tray, 2 cups, and these are my grandma's cups. So Mum gave these to me Mum gave these to me a little while ago, and they were Nana's cups. So I'm treasuring them and trying to give them a bit of life on YouTube and Facebook, future life. So, and I don't put them through the dishwasher because I don't know if the dishwasher's safe. So if you're just doing drinks for you and someone else, or maybe your family is sick, so I'm not giving my kids coffee anytime soon, they can wait till they're 20, then you just put the frozen milk in the jar, and then you top it with whatever you're going to, be doing it with. So unfortunately, I'm going to be a little short, but that's okay. I do have another open one. I was actually looking forward to using them up. When, I don't know about your family, but my family will often use long life in baking and stuff. And so we end up with like 3 or 4 long life milks open in the fridge. So I like to be able to use them up at times. So anyway, that's a little short, but fill it to the top. Okay, so on our TM6 and TM7, we have a blend mode. If you're on a TM31 or a TM5, you can do this just by spinning your dial around. Now I'm going to bring the scales up for your reference. Now you could use that recipe, okay, but I'm going to use my beautiful coffee syrup from the other day, yum. So I'm just bringing my scales up, and I'm going to put in about 50 to 60. It's about 30 grams a serve usually. So, okay, 66. A little hard, but that's okay. So now we're going to use blend. Now, blend is a really important mode to understand, particularly on a TM6 and TM7. TM6 and TM7 is more powerful than the TM31 and TM5 were. So you will notice that it goes up to speed really fast. And for that reason, often people come to me and say, how do I look after my blades? And I've spoken about it before. It's been a long time probably since I have. I think I had the TM6 on the bench when I did. But with the TM7 and the TM6 particularly, blend mode protects the blades. It doesn't put the revs behind it, or the intensity behind it, that it does when you turn your blades up to speed 10. So if I turn my blades up now to speed 10 to smooth this out to a beautiful smoothie frappe style thing, the machine goes really fast. It's like taking off at the traffic lights with my foot to the floor. But in there, if I'm making smoothies or something, I've got different textures of food, okay? I've got banana and I've got yogurt and I've got frozen berries that are like little chunks of, lead in there. And the blades are getting jarred on everything that they go through. Now, blend turns that speed up, but it takes the resistance off from behind the blades. Now, if you're on a TM31 and TM5, you do want to still look after your blades, turn it up to speed gradually when you're doing things that are multi-textural. So 2 textures is fine. Milk and ice, or whatever, milk, ice and coffee syrup, so a liquid and a ice, not a problem. If I go and chuck in those hard little berries, then yeah, use your blend mode or turn it up gradually. Get to 5 and then go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and give it 30 seconds on 10, okay? So that's just a really handy tip to make sure you get longevity out of your blades. Don't, your blades though, don't get upset when they eventually do break, because they are the moving part on your Thermomix. They are the part like tires on a car that are going to wear, okay? Your machine itself will not wear, but your blades will, okay? So I have done lots of videos in the past about checking your blades for wear and tear. I will do one in the coming weeks. We'll talk about blades more over the coming weeks so that you can get longevity out of your machine as much as possible. But let's do this blend. So 30 seconds, speed 8. Let's do. Hello Janelle, lovely to see you on today. Now 30 seconds, generally speaking, is all you need. So if you're trying to smooth out a soup or you're trying to smooth out your smoothie, 30 seconds is all you need. It's very rare that you'll need longer, okay? But there are occasions, you'll see them in recipes. So look at this, silky smooth and done. And in this goes. Now, as I said, mine is not going to be the ice cream texture from the picture of that recipe because I did add milk, okay? But I'm very happy with how this has turned out. And look at that, I actually didn't need as much as I put in. I thought I was gonna run short, but there you go. Coffee frappes that did not cost the earth this beautiful afternoon of hot weather. Put this in your memory bank. Remember that it's really easy to make amazing food with your Thermomix. It saves you money. It is easy, 30 seconds. Sometimes we need a little preparation, but hey, I just keep this in the freezer. Okay, frozen, ready to go. The other one either has milk in it as well, and by the way, you can do dairy-free milk without an issue, or it has fruit, so it might have like leftover pineapple juice out of the pineapples from pizza, things like that, and I just pop them into a Glad bag and then whip them up. You can, if you don't like milky things, do a fruity one. Yum, so cool. Anyway, hope this inspires you. Share this video with friends and family who have a Thermomix. If you have any information, I need my coffee today, clearly. If you have any questions or you need information about the TM7, reach out. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to be honored to help you get a TM7 on the bench. But if nothing else, get on YouTube tonight, watch these videos, get inspired with your Thermomix, and let me know if I can ever answer questions about your Thermomixing and help you get the most out of it. But otherwise, take care, have a lovely afternoon, and I will see you in the next video soon. Bye for now.